and gentlemen, a big, fat round of applause for my good friend Chris Coffman!
So, I've had a bad week. Yeah. Which makes me angry. When I'm angry, I get mad. When I'm mad, I get sad. If you've seen me do comedy before, you know when I'm sad, I go on Twitter. Yeah, they tell you not to do that. They say it's a toxic place. But it makes me feel better. Because I'm not on there more than 10, 15 minutes before I realize, hey, at least I'm not fucking stupid. Oh my God, this is amazing. Now, I'm not even joking. I got into a flat earthers group of chit chat. I convinced them that they could recharge batteries in the microwave. There are 36 less dumb people on Earth today because of me. I'm making the world a better fucking place. All right, now into the horrible one-line, two-line jokes. Baseball season's back.
Woo!
Yeah. Now, baseball and bestiality porn are a lot alike. In the sense that they're kind of fun to watch when you're drunk, but eventually they just get boring. I realized recently that I'll just give you a second with that one, man. That's all right. We're all in this together. I realized recently guns are a lot like sex offenders. You know, in the sense that you're far more likely to be injured by an unregistered one. Oh, it's gonna get worse before it gets better, baby. Last one for the one-liners. Then I'm gonna tell a story, and then we'll see where it goes from there. Last one. Do you ever notice that backstreet abortions are a lot like leather trench coats? In the sense that if you've paid for one, you've probably paid for both, and they will both fuck a wire hanger up. I had a brother who had a fucking leather trench coat. He fucked my closet up all the time. Alright, so now it's story time. I'm going to make this truncated because I want to get through the rest of my set. But I work at a cannabis company. Every now and again, we deal with some weird folk. Weirdo came in, definitely crazy, annoyed my boss. She looked at me and was like, peace! And I had to deal with him because I was like, crazy, this is going to be fun. And I'm selling him his drugs. He's very happy. But then like a switch turned in his head and he leans into me and he goes, hey man, you look like an old head. You ever grow any weed? I was like, yeah, I've been known to grow a plant or two. And he said, you want to come work for me? I'll pay you $85 an hour. You can live on my compound. All right, this is where I need to pause. Because being a former cult leader, you never name your shit compound. There's a very distinct scale that's been laid out since the beginning of time. Compound equals crazy. Nature's fuck farm equals crazy but cool. And then wilderness survival resort equals cool, crazy, and probably fucking racist. You need to find a sweet spot, like I did. Chris's lovely intergalactic forest of fornication and friendship. It was fucking amazing. We hit that sweet spot. All we did was read books and fuck. You don't think you've ever heard about it, but you have. You heard of Cliff Notes? That's our shit. I told you we were just reading books and fucking. The money got to it. That all went away. But let's get back to the crazy person. At this point, I'm like, no, dude, I don't want to come live on your fucking compound. And he backs up and turns into P.T. fucking Barnum in the middle of my store going, doesn't anyone want to grow weed for $85 an hour? And then he looks back into my production area and goes, hey, you want to grow weed for $85 an hour? At this point, I got agitated. And I said, yo, homie, don't be trying to poach my fucking employees. And he said, you said you don't own the place, which I had. I said, I don't. I'm the kindly old wizard that takes care of this place. Ooh, I made that happen with my mind. I am powerful. Respect me. So this dude comes up to the case. He gets like this, like within 2 or 3 inches of my face, like enough that I could smell his breath. And he says, I'm a wizard too. Oh really? How old are you, wizard? And he said, 840 years old. And I looked at him and said, I am over 6,000 years old, boy. And the way it played out in his head played out a different way in my head. In his head, I was Aslan in the Chronicles of Narnia, looking at him like, don't cite the old magic to me, you witch! I was there when it was written. But in my head, I was like Snoop Dogg or Goldie from the Mac going, I don't know if you can see, but your magic is weak. Now we can handle this like gentlemen, or we can get into some wizard shit. And then he scattered away. I just got the light, so I'm going to get into my last joke and not finish that story. I'll finish that eventually. So I used to do a joke about how I eat people, because I do. But it was how I was racially intolerant. Not because I was racist, but because I once ate someone who was not Caucasian, and it gave me a case of the squirts. That joke didn't go over well, but a gentleman came up to me after the show, and he gave me a better joke. He said, hey man, I like that joke you did about eating the Chinaman. I did not say that. Think they like being called that. And I said, if they's from China and they's a man, then they's a Chinaman. And I said, motherfucker, how'd you like it if I called you America Man? And he reacted like I dubbed him a goddamn superhero. He was like, you kidding? I am America Man. I own every Chuck Norris movie on Laserdisc. I got a tattoo of the Freedom Tower on my taint, and I can only come when Ray Charles, American the Beautiful, is playing in the background. I am America Man. And I was like, Jesus Christ, I can only imagine what you think of Muslims. And he said, I tell you what, I don't like them with their dead virgins and their Muslimity. Did you say Muslimity, motherfucker? And he was like, yeah, the Muslim religion. I said, no, try again. And he was like, Muslimalianism, Muslimism, Catholicism, all these things that sounded like IPAs from a racist homebrew club. That's what it was. And I looked at him and said, nah, homie, why don't you try Islam? And he said, I don't like them either. To which I replied, the only one thing I could think of, which was, yo, motherfucker, you know you can recharge batteries in the microwave? My name's Chris Coffman. Have a good night, guys.